Hi guys, it's Riley. Welcome back to my channel. This is going to be an exam season vlog. I recently had some mocks at my sixth form and I decided to vlog the entire process basically and bring you guys along for a pretty stress-filled time. So I'll put my mock timetable on the screen so that you guys can see what exams I had and on which days. I'm basically filming this intro after I've done all the mocks because the intro I had filmed, it was taking me too long and it was beginning to annoy me a little bit. So this is my timetable for my exams. I basically have 6 exams crammed into the first week and 2 the second week. I was originally going to do this as 2 separate vlogs, but I decided to just put everything into one comprehensive vlog because I ended up kind of not vlogging for the end of the final week, so it just made more sense to do everything in this one vlog. So I'm going to be bringing you guys along for some exam revision, exam tips. I'm also going to be interviewing my friend Beth. You guys have seen her before. Basically Beth, that's her little nickname that we have on this channel. And yeah, I wanted to interview more of my friends, but nobody was willing to do it, so it is just Beth. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope this gives you kind of like a flavour of what an exam season is like for a year 13. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. One thing that I'm going to need throughout this whole exam season is to stay hydrated. Hydration is great for focus, great for concentration, and need a lot of that for some of these exams. This is also the OOTD. Grey joggers, grey hoodie, white socks. I think I have a white t-shirt on underneath this as well. Yeah, white t-shirt. I'm not gonna put effort into my outfit. I'm just gonna be in the house all day. Comfort over quality. Anyways, I'm gonna go grab my whiteboard and get to work. Okay, I just put an opal on my phone because keep using it, and I just need to like actually clock that my exam is tomorrow, and like, yeah, you have an exam tomorrow, babes, and you gotta actually study because I'm not having another exam season like GCSEs where I just procrastinate the entire time. I'm not gonna have it. I'm not having it. So I need a real-time study with me video because I need stimulation apparently. I'm gonna aim to try and do like 3 hours of work maybe. I don't know. I'm currently looking at national identity for sociology, so I'm like 50% sure that that's gonna come up tomorrow, even though we've practiced it like loads of times. Okay, so I'm back up in my room now. I've probably done about maybe half an hour's worth of work since we last spoke. I blurted 2 of the topics that could come up tomorrow. Those are 2 of the predicted ones for the identity section of Unit 1A of Sociology, which is socialization, culture, and identity. So what I'm going to do actually is I've kind of fallen in love with doing this. Let me just grab it. I got these little mics off of TikTok Shop. They're low-key quite glitchy and don't work all of the time. So I'm trying not to use them for filming because it's just not working very well, but I'm going to try and get them functioning so that I can use them to create these little like audio recordings for myself where I basically walk through the topics. I've done them for 2 of the law defenses, I think, and it works quite well. It's a good way for me to process the information, but I think it will also be good for the day of the exam for me to just be listening to things while I'm getting ready and hopefully just absorbing more and more of the knowledge, because that is what we need to do. So yeah, I think I'm going to just spend a bit of time talking through the content essentially and just trying to process it really. Both of the topics that I blurted I did pretty well on. I think the second one I didn't do as well as the first one, but it's okay. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. morning everybody, happy Monday. It is Monday the 2nd of March today and it is the official start of mock exam season. It's currently 8:30. First mock starts at 9 and thankfully my mock is this afternoon and this afternoon only, so we are in the classroom to revise essentially. I think I'm going to be basing myself here for a lot of my revision today because the whiteboards are super helpful and at this stage I need to be active in my revision. I can't be like passively making notes. I need to be like physically writing stuff down and trying to recall information from my head, otherwise it's not going to go very well. So I have just blurted national identity, which is one of the predictions for today, and I think managed to blur everything out. So if we get a question on national identity, I'm happier. So for the media section of the exam, I've pulled out all of my media notes because I have everything. These are the predictions for the theories and the types of representation and stuff like that. It's like stunning weather today. Let me show you guys. Look at how gorgeous that weather is right now. There's like a blue haze because there's like some stuff on the windows, but don't let that fool you. It is blue sky and it is sunny today, so it is safe to say I'm very, very happy. I haven't even had tea and yet I feel really, really awake. I think we are going to get on with some more work now because exam starts at 1 and obviously it's about 8:30, so we've got about 3 hours about then, I'd say, by the time I'm like actually getting on with work.
Yesterday came over, wanted just to chill but you're hungover. Even when we're late, not the face to face. I know that you're the type to go, although it's nothing personal. You say that it is not my fault. I know, 'cause I give you my best. And now when I know it's stress, no, I know I give you my best. And it comes with no rest, but I know I'm the best. Dealing with all the mess. You promise that it's just a phase. I see that.
Okay, I'm coming into the middle. Okay. Alright. Hello everybody.
Hello.
I'm joined by Beth today.
Hello.
Basically Beth. You guys have seen her in many of my vlogs before.
Yeah.
She's a recurring really.riley character. What exam did we just have?
We just had sociology paper 1.
Sociology paper 1, which I have been revising for all morning. Hope you guys have been enjoying the revision content. We're back in the same classroom we started off in. Beth, how did you find the exam?
I found it quite good. I answered all the questions. I did all the paragraphs I needed. I mean, a lot of those questions I'd never actually like even practiced before. I didn't even think they'd come up, like the traditional feminism. I kind of struggled on that, so I used...
Was that supposed to be feminism?
What?
I thought it was feminine identity, so it was like gender identity,
that's what I meant.
but like female.
I thought you were about to say it said masculinity.
No.
So I had to use studies from like other parts of the what am I saying? Other parts of the course.
Yeah.
Like media, and then I also used globalization, but I think it worked well.
Okay. What was your main revision strategy for this exam?
Flashcards. I love my flashcards.
She does love her flashcards. She's got stacks of them.
Should I get some to show?
Yes, please do.
After every single lesson, I put the lesson all into flashcards, and then I go over these all the time. So I'll be right back.
Yeah, okay. I think my main revision strategy for this paper was blurting. I blurted a lot this morning. I used mainly these whiteboards that are behind me. They're really useful for exams. I did have some flashcards, but I didn't really test myself on the flashcards very much. I relied more on the blurting. So I'd like put the flashcards, I'd use my online flashcards, but I'd blurt them if that makes sense instead of like revising them.
Okay, so this is just for the paper that we just had. There's quite a lot, so...
And we have 3 papers, so...
Yeah, I'd love to know how much I've spent on flashcards. This is just the first half of that paper we just had.
Nice,
go over those all the time.
Yeah, and Beth's a star student, so you should be taking
A-star
advice. A-star student. If you had to give someone some advice for exams, maybe they're not feeling that confident or they're not really sure where to start in terms of revision, what advice would you give to the people?
I mean, I think it's quite difficult to give revision tips because everybody learns differently. I know you don't love going through flashcards
cards, especially not online ones. You prefer your online ones.
Yeah.
I like my offline ones. Other people just like to read things or watch videos. So I think just testing different types of revision, I think that's really useful because everybody learns differently. So try videos, just try looking back through the PowerPoints in your lessons, ask your teachers for those, read textbooks, maybe even listen to a podcast. I think that's really useful. I think also really keeping on top of things. I would not have been able to make all these flashcards just like as revision. I make them just after each lesson. I've made them throughout the whole 2 years.
Okay.
What was the other part of the question? Oh, feeling like anxious about
Yeah, what would your
exams.
tips be for that?
I think honestly just I don't even know. I mean, I feel anxious going into them, but once I start getting my ideas down, I feel better. I feel like it's normal to feel anxious.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
Every single exam.
Yeah.
Just know that you're not by yourself in that feeling. Like even people that get A stars like around you are going to be feeling the exact same. Don't put yourself down, and you'd never know what's going to happen. And then also after the exam, feel like it hasn't gone very well, it's done. Just try and forget about it, and then you'll know what to do better next time.
Exactly. That's all they are, essentially. That's one paper done.
Yay!
We
High five.
are an 1/8 of the way there. Cool. I will see you guys when I'm back home, and we got to get ready for law paper 1 now.
That's what you gotta say. You say come over, we're just gonna have a good time and start over.
Okay, hello everybody, I am back home now. It is currently 4:45, it's a little bit later than I was initially planning to talk to you guys. I basically got home, kind of decompressed for a bit, and I'm gonna get on with a little bit of law stuff now. So basically, I'd started making these notes pages for some of the topics that could oh my god, I've got the hiccups now. I started making some notes pages for some of the content that could come up in law tomorrow, and we've already hinted or been told that there is a question that is coming up on theft. So I'm going to target quite a bit of my revision on theft, because there's a lot of different sections of the Theft Act that we have to remember, and there's a lot of cases as well, which is oh wow, there's a lot. I need to actually figure out where I was when I last left these notes, because I cannot remember. I'm gonna basically finish these notes, then I'm gonna eat dinner, and then we're going to do some more active revision. I'm going to try and do some whiteboard blurting like I was doing today, basically drilling all of this content into my brain. I also need to make sure I go over the nature of law topics, because those are the topics that always throw me, because we have 3 law papers and we have 3 main types of law that we cover in each of the paper. So in the first one we do criminal law, which is what I'm doing tomorrow. Then paper 2, which I'm doing on Thursday, we cover tort law, and then paper 3 we do human rights law, and I'm doing that next Tuesday. So and then we also have a 4th topic, which is called nature of law in the English legal system, and they're basically like these topics to do with like the English legal system, and they're kind of scattered about throughout each of the 3 papers. So we always get a 5 marker on one of the areas, and they can be sprinkled about as part of like some of the questions as well. Yeah. Call me Frianna. Yeah. Where have you been all my life? All my life. I am going to end. I need to shut up. Exam went pretty well today. As you guys saw, I did a little interview with Beth. I want to do some more of those interviews with some of my other friends who take a lot of the same subjects that I take. So I went to go see my English teacher today, and she gave us these little like dogs with Christmas hats on. I don't quite know why she had these. She must have got them for like Christmas or something. So it's a little dog. She said we should treat it as a good luck charm. So because we have to bring our lanyards into our exams, so I'm keeping it on there as a little good luck charm. I just thought that was really sweet. I just finished all my notes for theft and robbery, but I don't think I have enough stuff for robbery. But she said it's theft that's coming up, not robbery, so we are relying on that. I'm gonna whip out my fatal offences notes, which I don't think are complete either. And now, We gotta pull out the whiteboard and blurt, essentially. I'm gonna hopefully try and go in with my friend tomorrow. I need to actually message her about that. Oh, I'm almost done. In fact, no, I think I am done. I just need to make sure my cases are finished. How am I feeling for the exam tomorrow? I'm in an okay position. Oh my god, all the question 9 stuff. Okay, never mind, I'm not. In law, we have this really awkward question 9, which is worth 15 marks. And essentially, we have to bring in like philosophers and stuff. It's like law literally becomes philosophy at this one point in the course, which is very random. I'm cold. And I don't feel like putting on my jumper. Anyways, I'm gonna go make myself, oh, ew. I'm gonna go make myself a green tea, I think, because I really want a green tea. I always have green tea after I eat. And I'm gonna try and lock in for like 2 hours, basically. Ugh, I really can't be bothered. I'm gonna break it up, I think. I'm 1 exam in. Already, I'm done, basically. Done. I'm not done. I think I'm just tired because it's been a really long day today. I want to squeeze in some yoga at some point as well, because that is the one thing that I think is really gonna help to ground me throughout this exam season. I still sound kind of ill as well. Ridiculous. Okay. Hello everybody. Happy Tuesday. I don't think I've actually checked in with you guys at all today. It's kind of just been a non-stop day for me. I had an exam this morning. I had law paper 1 and I was feeling a little bit nervous for it. I didn't feel like there was a lot of content in my brain. I definitely don't feel like I've like smashed the exam, but I gave it my all, and sometimes that's all you can ask for. Do you know what I mean? I went in there, I gave it my best. I answered every single question, and yeah, I think my case knowledge is what's kind of throwing me a little bit, but it's nothing to like be afraid of. Like, I think I can definitely do quite well in this paper. It was a really nice paper. Now, the one thing with law is we have these question 9s where we have to bring in these key philosophers and we have to kind of apply one of the basis of laws like morality, justice, society, fault, correspondence, things like that. We have to apply those to law, basically. But that question was omitted from the exam. Like, it wasn't there. And we think my other law teacher took it out for some reason. I don't quite know why, because we have covered the content, but he obviously didn't feel like we were ready for it. I almost finished the exam with 40 minutes to spare. Now, it's a 100 mark paper, and we have 120 minutes to do it, and we're usually working on a mark a minute. In my head, it's taken me so long to clock that 2 hours is 120 minutes. So realistically, we're supposed to have 20 minutes to spare, but where I had a 15 mark question out of the paper, I should have had 35 minutes to spare. But no, somehow I ended up with 40 minutes. I'm not quite sure where I went wrong, because I thought I was sticking to timings exactly. I was having like that the sort of panic around that time, and I finished with half an hour to spare, which is still not great. Like, when I finish an exam too early, it makes me feel like there's so much more I could have done. Like, I feel like I should literally be writing up until the last minute. But I've always been like that with exams. I've always like finished with so much time to spare, and I don't know, it always throws me off because I see everyone else writing and writing and writing right up until the last second, and yet I'm not. I'm currently outside. I've just been reading a bit of a book. I started to read Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck. I've never read any of Steinbeck's work, and I'm about like 10 pages in, and I've actually like been laughing at it. I think it's quite funny. I've read that it's quite like emotional, so I may regret saying that by the end of the book. But yeah, I just thought I'd try something new, and also it's quite thin. And yeah, I thought I'd include a few clips of me reading it to just show you guys that I'm not like exam mode like all the time. I'm trying to balance my hobbies as well. But yeah, I have sociology paper 2 tomorrow, so I have to do a bit of revision tonight because I haven't really revised that content very much, if at all really. But I also really want to edit some of this video, so I think I'm going to do like an hour or 2 of sociology tonight, and then it's an afternoon exam tomorrow, so again I have like 3-4 hours to revise all the content and really get myself in like a ready position with it. That's what we're going to be attacking this evening. I think I'm going to go start on that now. I said I'd start by about 4 and it's about 10 to 4. So yeah, I'm going to go get myself set up. I want a tea as well. Like obviously I still have the rest of this coffee, but I like tea when I work. I don't know if it's good to go from coffee to tea. I feel like I'm not going to sleep tonight if I do that. I'm going to head back inside right now. Do a smidge. Don't know how to do this while holding the mic. Hang on. We can manage this. There we go. Hello everybody, it is now the evening. It's about 20 to 8 and I'm actually sat down at my desk not to do any work. I've come to the conclusion that I don't want to do any work tonight. And I have realised that that's okay. Like, I've been coming over in these exams and I've been feeling pretty tired. So I'm trying to just take the evening slower and kind of take it a little bit more to myself, as it were. Got my little evening green tea. I try to have one of these every single evening. I made it a little strong today. I usually have it a little bit weaker. Regardless, I'm actually just going to do some editing because I'm so excited to edit this video. I feel like I've got some really like interesting clips and so I just want to edit them essentially. Tomorrow I have got all the time in the world to be revising and getting all of sociology paper 2 in my head essentially. I've been here for almost 2 hours and I've just been doing light revision for this mock this afternoon. Oh my god, there's a class going on next door. That's quite embarrassing. Not much to update you on really. I've literally just been revising for this exam this afternoon. Not too confident. I feel like there's enough in my brain at the minute. We've got time. Also, the canteen's about to open, so I'm so excited. Gonna go get a panini. And I'm waiting for one of my friends to arrive. She said she'd be here in about half an hour, and it's been about an hour, so almost an hour. So come on, queen. Gotta get over here. We got an exam to revise. I look so tired. Oh my god. I don't feel that tired, but my eyes say otherwise. Jesus Christ. So powerful it knocked over the camera. It smells really good. I don't think I've ever had this one before. That is really good. I like that. I don't condone drinking energy drinks, by the way, guys. You definitely don't need these to get through exam season. Just saying. Anyways, update. 11:45 right now. Exam is in an hour. In an hour's time, we'll be down there waiting to go in. So, safe to say we've got to pull out all those last minute revision stops. I think I'm going to just do some essay planning now and try and drill everything into my brain because I'm pretty sure the only thing in there right now is caffeine. Caffeine doesn't go into your brain. I'm not making any sense. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to probably lock in and focus because I'm really not confident on this exam at all. And then I'll see you guys after the exam and we can start to tackle English tomorrow. This is really cute. If someone walks by though, they're gonna see us just like, they're gonna be like, what are you doing? And I'm just gonna be like, influencer things, honey, you would never get it. Try being an influencer for a day.
I look rough. I've been in the exam hall for 5 hours today, so...
Aww. Which exams did you have today then?
Today I had English,
Yep.
the first paper.
How did that go?
Pretty good, not too bad.
That's nice.
And then, also I did this on like 6 hours of sleep.
Oh
Not
dear.
good.
Were you revising until 11 again?
No, I revised from...
Do you want some help? Because you look like you're genuinely struggling there.
There's a tear strip, but then it's not at that part. Bad manufacturing thing. No, it's open, but I want to take this thing off. Put it on the floor.
Put it face up.
Oh, it's not. Snotville on my coffee.
Anyways, this is basically Beth's brew of the day. We just came up with that on our way over here. Yeah.
You should talk about something else whilst I'm doing
Okay, so we just had Sociology Paper 2, which is the paper I've obviously been revising for all day today. Sociology Paper 2, Research Methods and Inequality.
I did it.
Yeah, well done. I'm very proud. A bit of a weird paper. Research methods are quite unique. How did you find Sociology Paper 2, Beth?
I found I was really worried for it because I wouldn't have today to revise for it. I literally only had yesterday afternoon to revise for both of my papers today.
Yeah.
I look so rough.
No, you don't. Trust me, I look rougher.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. Rougher. My under eye circles are really bad.
I've got makeup on. So.
My hyaluronic acid isn't working properly. The same as my old one. My cheap one I bought the other day.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought. I shouldn't have been so worried. How did you find it?
I think it went pretty well. The research methods, I feel like I was repeating myself a lot.
Me too. I didn't make sense.
Because I felt like the ethnographic question and then the cultural characteristics one questions, they were very similar. So it felt like you couldn't really talk about anything like different. It felt like you had to talk about like the same things because obviously ethnographic studies and like cultural characteristics are quite similar. So
Yeah, I'm really worried I haven't done it right.
no, don't worry, I'm sure you're fine. And then inequalities, I felt like I was clutching at straws for the 40 marker. Like I did not have a decent enough structure in my head. And I literally made a plan this morning with Libby and I couldn't remember it. I remembered some of the names, but I couldn't remember what they said.
That's not helpful.
Really not helpful.
Shut up.
Shut up. Tomorrow is... I'm not going to ask you the same questions I asked you the other day, because obviously you flashcarded this paper.
Yes, of course.
Of
Oh,
course.
let me show you.
Oh, babe. Oh.
These are all the flashcards I went through literally yesterday evening of the both papers today.
Okay.
Anyway.
I just blurted a couple times. It's fine. Anyways, so tomorrow is my double exam day, my only double exam day. We've got law paper 2 in the morning, which is 2 hours, and then English paper 1 in the afternoon, which is 2.5 freaking hours.
Oh, tomorrow I have one in the afternoon. I don't know how long it is. It might be 2.5 hours. But I've got English language, paper 2.
If it's 2.5 hours, we'll be in the exam hall at the same time.
Great.
I'll do an exam hall vlog tomorrow.
In the example?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though we're not allowed to. I'm joking. I'm kidding. Technically, they say nothing about cameras.
That is
They're like
true.
iPods, which no one carries around anymore, blotting paper,
Yeah, they need to
all that stuff.
update.
You must not use highlighters or gel pens in your actual answer. You must not communicate in any way with, ask for help from, or give help to. Wait, let me start from the beginning. You must now follow the regulations of the examination. Only material listed on the question paper is allowed in the exam room. You must not have on or near you any other material. Check your pockets now.
How have
Check
you got
for
that
items
memorized?
such as notes,
I'm too
books,
anxious, like
paper,
at this time
iPods,
to memorize.
mobile phones, and watches. If
Oh,
you
I
have
can get my
any
watch back on.
unauthorized material, you must hand it in to an invigilator now. Failure to do so may lead to disqualification.
That's not right. How can you... Do you just try and memorize that in the exam?
No, but we've heard it like hundreds of times.
Yeah, but I don't think I
Check.
listen. I'm too anxious.
Check that you have been given the correct paper for the day, date, time, subject,
I don't want
unit,
to
component,
out
and
anybody.
tier, and fill in the information required on the front in black ink. You must fill this information out on any additional answer sheets that you use.
Cool.
Read the instructions on the front of the question paper
end. I need to
and
go
do
home.
not open the question paper until instructed to do so. And then he waits a minute and then he goes like,
You missed that now.
no he doesn't. He goes like, I can't remember. Anyways, that's my memorization of the exam rules because we've literally been told it like, it's got to be like, not hundreds of times, but like at least 50 since GCSEs. I was going to stay here to do some revision, but I'm going to go home because I cannot be asked. I need to do a butt ton of English tonight because there's nothing in my brain. And I'm not even kidding, I need to actually like lock in with it. Thank you for coming back for another interview, Beth.
Of course.
I'm trying to persuade...
Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. I'm trying to persuade more people to do this, but people are not being swayed as easily as Beth. Beth is basically...
That's because it's embarrassing to be on this channel.
Why? It's not embarrassing to be on my channel.
It is.
Okay.
Why am I here?
Because I'm holding you captive. For legal purposes, this is a joke. Anyways, I'll see you guys at home.
Bye.
On a bad night, I know that you're the type to go. Although it's nothing personal, you say that it's not my fault, but I know, 'cause I give you my best.